I saw the bag under the seat. It was small and blue. The bus was almost empty. Everyone was getting off. I looked around. No one was coming back for it. "Dad, someone forgot their bag," I said. My father turned around,
Leave it, Maya. The driver will find it.
but something pulled me toward it. I picked it up. "Maybe there's an ID inside," I said. "We can help." My father nodded.
Okay. Check quickly.
I opened the bag. My hands were shaking. I don't know why. Inside, there was a photo. I looked at it. My heart stopped. It was a photo of me when I was a baby. My mom was holding me. Under the photo, there was a note. I read it fast. "Maya, meet me at Rosie's Cafe on Garden Street. Tuesday, 3 p.m. Don't tell your father, please." Tuesday. That was tomorrow. My hands shook. Who wrote this? Why did they have my photo?
Did you find an ID?
My father asked. I closed the bag quickly. "No, nothing. I'll look better at home." I lied to my father. I never lied to him before. That night, I couldn't sleep. I wasn't allowed to go out alone. Never. My father was always with me. Everywhere I went, he went too. To school, to the store, to the doctor. He said the world was dangerous. He said he needed to keep me safe. He was strict, very strict. But he was kind. He made me breakfast every day. He helped me with homework. He told me stories at night. He was a good father. But I had to know the truth. Tuesday came. My father left for work at 2 p.m. He worked at a factory. He would be gone for hours.
I'll be home at 8.
He said.
Don't open the door for anyone.
I won't, I said. I waited 5 minutes. Then I took the bag. I put on my shoes. I walked out the door. I was nervous. Rosie's cafe was small. It smelled like coffee and bread. I walked inside. My legs felt weak. A woman sat in the corner. She had dark hair, but her face... I stopped breathing. She looked exactly like my mother. The same eyes, the same nose, the same smile, but older. But my mother was dead. She died when I was 2 years old. My father said she was sick. He said she loved me very much. But this woman looked just like her. She saw me. She stood up. Her hands covered her mouth.
"Maya,"
She said. Her voice broke. I couldn't move. I couldn't speak.
"it's really you.
She said. Tears ran down her face.
You're so big now."
Who are you? I asked. My voice was small. She took a step closer.
"Maya, I'm your mother."
The room started spinning. No, I said. No, my mother is dead.
"I'm not dead."
She hugged me. Tears kept falling.
"I'm here. I'm alive. I've always been alive."
We sat down. I felt like I was dreaming. This couldn't be real.
"Your father told you I was dead?"
She asked. I nodded. I couldn't stop shaking.
"Oh, Maya,
She closed her eyes.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry."
I don't understand, I said. She took a deep breath.
"Your father and we got divorced when you were very young. We didn't love each other anymore. We fought a lot. It was bad.
Divorced? The word felt strange.
Yes. After the divorce, your father took you. He moved. He changed his address. He changed his phone number. He didn't want me to see you. He wanted you all to himself.
My chest hurt. But why?
I don't know.
She said. Her voice was sad.
Maybe he thought it was better for you. Maybe he was angry at me. I tried to find you. For years and years I tried. But I couldn't. He hid you from me.
Tears fell down my face. All my life, I thought you were dead. She told me everything. About the divorce, about how she looked for me, about how she never stopped.
I found you last week. I saw you on the bus. I followed the bus every day. I needed to talk to you, but I was scared.
Scared of what?
Scared of your father?
She said.
He's a good father to you. I know that. He took care of you. He loved you. But he wasn't a good husband to me, and he didn't let me be your mother.
She wiped her eyes.
I left the bag so you would find it, so you would come here. I didn't know what else to do. I missed everything.
She said. Her voice broke again.
Your first day of school, your birthdays, everything. I don't want to miss anymore. I want to be your mother.
She said.
I want to know you. I want to be part of your life. Your father had you for all these years. I just want a chance, too.
I looked at her. She looked at me. Why did he do that? My whole life was a lie because of him.
No, baby. I'm not here to make you hate your father,
she said quickly.
He's a good father. I know that. But I'm your mother, and I want to be your mother again.
My head was full of thoughts. My heart felt heavy. My father lied to me. For my whole life he lied. He told me my mother was dead, but she was alive. All this time, she was alive. He kept her away from me. He hid me from her. He took away my mother, but he also loved me. He took care of me. He was always there. He made me feel safe. Was that enough? Could I forgive him? I didn't know. Do you think Maya's father is a bad person, or did he just make a terrible choice out of love? To learn English through stories, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to hit the like button. It really helps a lot. Lesson of the day: strict. Strict means someone who has strong rules and wants people to follow them. Example from the story: he was strict, very strict. More examples: my dad is very strict. He doesn't let me go out alone. Our teacher is strict about homework.